Good morning, everybody. It's about 6 a.m. right now. Haven't been able to put out any videos the past few days. Been real busy, with our daily life, daily routine, business, the kids, just everything in life. Yeah, I'm not complaining, but just saying, it's a lot of work. And I don't mind, because dealing with all these difficulties just means that it's going to make us and keep us stronger, right? But yeah, so I think everyone's aware of what's been going on, especially with like the internet stuff that people are saying in mainstream media when they talk about Cambodia, right? And I get very offended when we get labeled and called like certain things, because the mainstream media, they only focus on the negative things. And you guys know, negative, bad news travels fast. And the label that's given to Cambodia all the time is Scambodia, right? Scambodia. And purse snatchers and thieves, all kinds of negative stuff, right? So in the news the other day, they were saying that I guess the U.S. put sanctions on Prince Group, right? Prince Group Holdings, and they had like $15 billion worth of Bitcoin. And the reason for that is because the guy who heads it is involved with scam centers and human trafficking, right? So everything you see on the news is Scambodia, Scambodia, right? But one thing that people don't pay attention to is that that guy is Chinese. Just look at his name, Gen Z. That's not a Cambodian name. And it even says that he's born in China, right? But people don't focus on that. People just keep saying, oh, Cambodia, Scambodia, and this and that. I hate that, because it affects all of us. It affects Cambodian people, all the farmers, all the students, the kids, the people who are trying to rebuild this country and make it better. Like, they have nothing to do with all that stuff, And in my opinion, I'm not saying that it doesn't exist. I'm not saying that it's made up. Like, that stuff is happening for real. I know it is, because I guess the influx of all the Chinese people, right? Especially in Sihanoukville. Sihanoukville used to be, well, it's still named Kampong Sao, but it's there's a lot of Chinese funding that's developing that city right now, and it's it's being developed. There's a lot of high rises and stuff there. A lot of money is coming into that area, right? So that alone tells you, those Chinese people, they got money. They got a lot of money, and you could say that Sihanoukville has basically turned into Chinatown, because you see like all the businesses and everything, all the people that are there are mostly Chinese, right? And I'm not saying that all are bad, and I'm not saying that all are good, because good people, bad people exist everywhere. It's not just Chinese. But I'm saying that to label Cambodia Scambodia when the operators and the people heading it are Chinese, that affects Cambodia as a whole, right? I guess like last week there was a South Korean guy that died, and it came to light that he was tortured in a scam center, and that's the reason why he died. And then South Korea's president, he just started saying, like, Cambodia is not a safe country, do not go there. He put a travel warning for all South Koreans. And it was like, man, first that, and after that, the U.S. put sanctions on Prince Holding Group, labeling Cambodia as a scam empire, So it's back to back. And the mainstream media, they just echoed all of that, saying that Cambodia was a scam hub or whatever. And I was like, man, it's not just Cambodia, right? It is not just Cambodia, okay? I'll put a link of a video from CNA that was made 3 months ago about that so that people can see. And yeah, Cambodia has been cleaning up those scam centers. They've been arresting a whole lot of people. And guess what? The people running those operations, the people that are involved, are all foreigners. Indians, Pakistanis, Filipinos, South Koreans, and even Thais are in there, all right? Well, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a few Cambodians that know what's going on, but a majority of the people that are running it are foreigners. And the mastermind of it all are Chinese. So I just wanted to clarify that with everybody. So please don't say it's Cambodians, okay? And another thing is they're using like cryptocurrency to make transactions with all that stuff. And to be honest with you, most Cambodians aren't even able to use, they don't even understand crypto. They don't even know how to use crypto. So it's crazy that everyone is labeling Cambodia as Scambodia. But it's not just happening in Cambodia. It's happening in Myanmar, happening in Thailand. I guess a few months ago, there's a Chinese actor, a real famous Chinese actor, I think Wang Yin or something like that. He did Ip Man. He was tricked into going into Thailand. There's like a casting call company in Thailand. They were posing as a casting call to make a movie, and they tricked him into going into Thailand to do a call for a movie, and he went. But as soon as he got there, they kidnapped him. They kidnapped him and they brought him to Myanmar. And once his kidnapping was, it got out, the Thai police went and found him and they brought him back. But there was a huge uproar on the internet in China about that. And as soon as that happened, Thailand lost a lot of tourists because their tourism industry was based on mostly Chinese. But as soon as that actor was kidnapped and the word got out, Chinese people, a lot of them canceled their trip. They're like, oh no, it's not safe to go to Thailand, so don't go there. So this happened right before the border conflict with Cambodia, right? And for me, I've been trying my best to make sense of this border conflict. Like nothing about it makes sense. Nothing about it is like adding up, because we're fighting over a border that we can't agree on, and it's not the first time, right? And it's just going back and forth, back and forth. People are dying, which is sad, and there's a lot of people that hate each other now. Like there's a lot of Cambodians that hate Thai, there's a lot of Thai that hate Cambodians, right? And when it all boils down to it, it comes down to these scam centers, And I don't know who's involved. I don't know, I'm not gonna put out any names or anything and say, this guy or that guy knows all about it. I'm just saying that people are suffering, and these scam centers are operating under the radar, and they're making billions of dollars, scamming people. Like in that video that I'm gonna put the link to, you can see that they're scamming everybody, and they're pretty good at it. That South Korean guy that came to Cambodia that died, I guess his friend was the one that lured him into coming to Cambodia, telling him that there's a job offer where he can make tens of thousands of dollars a month in Cambodia, So think about that. You're coming from South Korea to work in Cambodia, thinking that you're gonna make tens of thousands of dollars a month. Come on, man, nobody makes that kind of money in Cambodia. Nobody. A teacher, an English teacher, would make like $1,200 a month, and that's about it. That's like one of the most high-paying jobs that you can find here. So for you to leave South Korea and come into Cambodia thinking that you are gonna make tens of thousands of dollars a month, there's something wrong with your head, right? So you could say that his greed is what drove him to come here and expect that he was gonna make that kind of money. But that is the reason why he also, got tortured to death. And there's other instances where I saw, like on the news, Phnom Penh Post and stuff. Like for some reason, a lot of Chinese people keep falling off of high-rise buildings, falling off a 15th floor, 14th floor, and they'll say that they committed suicide, and you can do the math yourself. Why are Chinese people falling off the roof, falling off the buildings, I'm not saying anything, but I can add that up and figure it out myself, what's happening. But what I want to say is this: it's not the Cambodian people that are scamming people, right? It's not the innocent Cambodian peoples who are working hard every day and trying to make a living, okay? There's other people that are involved in doing things like that. So that's just me coming in to defend the people of Cambodia, because I know a lot of hardworking people. They don't beg, they don't scam. They work hard just to support their family, Just wanted to share that with you guys, all right? Thank you for watching. I'll try to put out more videos as I can, if I can. All right, I'll see you guys next time.